So you see, when it cuts, it's like it's reading my mind. It's what I would cut if I was EQing this part. Hello everyone, Dom here, and welcome to another episode of Plugin Spotlight. Today we're checking out the Gullfoss EQ, a plugin that can possibly make pretty much everything you throw at it better. Let's try it out. So Gullfoss EQ is one of these plugins that many people have told me about. Everyone that had tried it were telling me that it's really awesome and I should check it out, and I did. It was so good that I decided to make a video about it. So full disclosure, Sound Theory don't pay me to do this video. They have no idea what I'm gonna say. They have no control over the content of this video. I genuinely like this plugin and I want to share this with you, but I wanted to give something back to you guys. So if after this video you decide to pick this up, I'm going to have a discount code for Gullfoss EQ. Sound Theory were kind enough to supply this discount code for the subscribers of my channel. So if you decide to pick it up, use the code down below. It's going to last for 2 weeks, and by doing so, you're also supporting the channel. Future Dom here. While I was shooting this video, Sound Theory released a new version for Gullfoss EQ 1.9 that adds some really cool features. Go check them out on their website, but everything I'm gonna show you on this video applies to this update as well. But the most important thing, I'm going to have 3 Gullfoss EQ copies to give away to 3 of you. So this is going to be my first giveaway on my channel. So stick around until the end of this video where I'm gonna tell you how you can win one of these copies. It's gonna be good. The great thing about this plugin, this EQ, is that pretty much everyone can use it. Even if you have no idea about how to use a plugin, what is masking, all the technical terminology, this will make your master bus sound better, guaranteed. Now, if you want to go deeper, I want to tell you about the controls that we have here. Now I'm going to play this on this mix. I haven't added anything in the master bus on purpose so that we can hear just what the Gullfoss EQ can do in the master bus. Very quickly, I'm going to go through the controls. I mean, of course, all these things you can read them on the manual, but Gullfoss EQ, the way it works is it analyzes the signal in real time and it makes sure that frequencies that are masked, they get unmasked, so they come out. Frequencies that might be a little bit annoyed are getting tamed, and basically it works in a very clever way in the way that our ears work, and it determines which frequencies are pleasant and which frequencies should be kind of tamed out. And it does this in real time, and it does this throughout the frequency spectrum, unless you do a trick that I'm going to show you, because there are some really cool things that you can do with this EQ. So pretty much Gullfoss does everything for you, and your input as a user is very simple. Basically, you can set up your recover percentage. So that means if any frequencies need to come out, they need to be enhanced, this is how much it's going to recover those frequencies. Then we have the tame amount, which is these maybe overpowering dominant frequencies get tamed, they get reduced in volume. And this is not set by a specific frequency range, it's not a dynamic EQ, it's completely automatic. It's very clever, it does everything in a very intelligent way. Then we have the bias control, which basically determines how much Gullfoss will favor recovering or taming the frequencies. Brighten, this will give you the perception of clarity and brightness to your mix. And then boost, if you boost, then you're boosting the low frequencies and you're taking away some of the mid-range, or if you go down, you're favoring the mid-range. And I found that this is really useful for music that's very bass heavy or pop music where you need the mid-range, the vocals to be more prominent. That's all I'm gonna say. From now on, I'm going to play and I'm going to show you how it sounds, because that's what matters. Let's have a listen.
Like this
how much did that take me? As you can see, just playing a little bit with the controls gives me a result that would be a process of mastering with very detailed EQ, and it wouldn't really be possible because Gullfoss takes care of all the frequencies in real time, so if it sees a peak somewhere that shouldn't be there and should be tamed, it will tame it straight away. Or if it needs to enhance some frequencies, for example vocals or anything like that, it will do it in real time. Now, the one thing that I want to tell you is that the bias control, I try to make sure that I keep this around 0, so how much recovering to how much taming most of the times. But sometimes for other material, just use your ears because you can get some really amazing results. Let me try and play with the controls a little bit. I'm going to try and tame more, recover more, and we'll see what it does. So see, I keep an eye on this. I'm trying to make sure that it's in the center. Oh, and very important thing for all of you level matching enthusiasts out there, the great thing with Gullfoss is that it automatically level matches your audio. You're not fooled by any increase in loudness, any increased low end and all these things. It automatically does everything for you. So when I hit bypass, you will see that the signal is already compensated, which is brilliant. So as you can hear, the mix acquires a newly found clarity. Everything sounds clean, clear. I can hear the instruments with a little bit more detail. You know, the bass, the synths, the guitars, the vocals, they all have a specific place in the mix now. And this takes a lot of work. And if you think that this is on the master bus, I'm going to show you what it can do if you place it on individual channels as well. So I'm going to play with the boost now. Let's listen to what that does. Yes, so boosting favors the low end, and when I have negative values, you will see that the vocals will come through. It's going to sound more like a pop mix. And of course, if I was using this for mastering, which is one of the reasons why I would use this EQ, I would try and go for really subtle changes, especially if you have mixed your track already and you're happy with it. Gullfoss can give you this nice touch, especially if you're not familiar with EQ and you're not into super surgical EQ carving and trying out different flavors with EQ. I think this does so much more than this, but in any case, if you're not familiar with EQ, this can give you a very clean and clear mix, and I cannot find anything that sounds bad when you add it. It doesn't make anything sound harsh. It doesn't make anything sound boomy. It's almost like cheating, to be honest with you. And that's why I wanted to share this with you, because if you're experienced, you might add a little bit of touch of Gullfoss to get to the next level, to get started with your mastering. And if you have no idea with EQ, well, Gullfoss can really save your day. Now, what I'm going to do here is I've added the Gullfoss EQ on pretty much every channel of my mix here. And I'm going to show you an example on these claps. Let's see what it does on these claps. So you can see it makes them come alive straight away. Let's try this on this nylon guitar. So you see, when it cuts, it's like it's reading my mind. It's what I would cut if I was EQing this part. I would probably cut around the 200 range, but it does it in a dynamic way. It does it, it's moving all the time. You know, it finds every note is EQ'd differently. Check it out. See? Beautiful. So let me go to this vocal and let me show you another trick that you can do with Gullfoss. Basically, you can set your frequency ranges and you can say, I want to only affect this range of frequencies. So these frequencies and these frequencies are not going to be affected. And now I can set my frequency ranges so that I can basically use Gullfoss as a de-esser. And as you can see, I'm only using tame at this stage. My bias is -54, no recover.
Fade, like this night on fade, like this night on fade,
Without it?
like this night on fade,
Hear that?
like this night on fade, like this night on fade.
And also very, very natural. I like it as a de-esser a lot. I can still use recover to help it bring out the brightness of this vocal. And this doesn't necessarily mean that it will cut or boost the same frequencies. They work together in synergy. So let's have a listen.
Like this night on fade, 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 like this night on fade.
Now I'm going to show you how this mix sounds with several instances of Gullfoss EQ activated, and then I'm going to deactivate all of them, and let's see what difference it makes.
Like this night on fire, you got nothing to prove, oh no, nothing to prove, oh no, oh yeah, babe. Like this night on fire, you got nothing to prove.
Instant mix. That's all I have to say. It basically does everything for you. It's a little bit of a cheat. Now, I'm going to play another track for you. I'm going to play a rock track, and let's see what kind of sounds we can get there. Okay, let's have a listen to this rock mix.
On fire, burning down this wasteland. I know I can never come home. This town isn't mine. I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna make it right. On fire, burning down this wasteland. Who knows if I ever come home? This town isn't mine. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna make it right. On fire, burning down this wasteland. I know I can never come home. This town isn't mine. I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna make it right. On fire, burning down this wasteland. Who knows if I ever come home? This town isn't mine. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna make it right. On fire, burning down this wasteland. I know I can never come.
Call me crazy, but it enhances the transients. The vocal comes out even more. If you add a little bit of boost, in this case, I'd like to have a little bit more low end, so I boost it in negative values here. It sounds really good, and I can't believe it works so well, to be honest with you.
Home. This town isn't mine. I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna make it right. On fire, burning down this wasteland. Who knows if I ever come home? This town isn't mine. I'm gonna make it right. I'm
the guitars come out, the vocals come out, and this is, you know, just 4 settings basically. That's all you need to care about. And then if you want to limit your frequencies, you can do this if you want to focus on your low end maybe. Or the mid-range. I don't think I need to say anything more. I think it's a brilliant plugin. I think you should check it out, download the demo, try it out, and see how it works on your mixes. I'm sold. And if you're also sold, and if you feel that this is something that you would like to have in your arsenal, use the link down below. It's going to be active for 2 weeks. And now what you've been waiting for, I'm going to tell you how you can win one of the 3 Gullfoss EQ copies. This is going to be an Instagram giveaway. So if you want to win one of these copies, it's actually very simple. Subscribe here on my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, like this video, then follow me on Instagram and comment on this post. Tell me what material or how would you use Gullfoss EQ, and tag 2 of your friends that are audio geeks, okay? Not just any random friend, tag the right people, and then I'm going to randomly pick 3 of you to win a copy of Gullfoss EQ. I'm going to let you know on an Instagram private message, but I'm also going to announce the winners in a story here in YouTube, so make sure you check out for these. So don't forget, check my YouTube stories, but also check your inbox on Instagram, because that's how you will know that you won the license. So this is my first giveaway on my channel. I'm really pumped, and I really hope that 3 of you are going to be very, very happy. I love you, my friends. Good luck. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Gullfoss EQ. Did you like it? Do you think it's going to be useful for you? And if you like this kind of videos, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments down below which plugin you'd like to see in the next plugin spotlight. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.